time button is the start and stop button for the match clock. It's the only master unit which can operate the match clock. The slave units can handle any other registration of match events. Start the game by pressing the time button. The display shows two stopwatches, one green, which counts up, and one white that counts down. To record additional time due to stoppages in the game, such as substitutions, injuries or similar, press the time button. Then the small supplementary stopwatch on the right will start. The green stopwatch runs all the time. The white stopwatch is stopped when the supplementary stopwatch starts counting up. When the white watch is stopped, the Spintso unit reminds you of this fact by vibrating every 10 seconds.
Shade, Imad Shade. Spelet fortgår här, men så är det lite huvudskada eventuellt och då tar man ju inga risker och Larios blåser av mycket riktigt också.
When the stoppage is over, press the time button again to start the white stopwatch again. In this way, you have saved additional time for match stoppages and the supplementary exact time is showed on the display to the right. The green stopwatch that counts up changes colour from green to orange when the first half and full time plus additional time is played. When the first half is over, the Spintso automatically displays a separate timing of the half-time interval. You should not stop the watch manually during half-time. Press the time button again only when it's time to start the second half. The stopwatch will change colour back to green and start counting up from the 46th minute. When you register a match event, access the relevant team by either pressing H, the left arrow, for the home team, or G, the right arrow, for the visiting team, the guests. When you register a caution, select the relevant team by pressing the arrow keys right or left, scroll down to the number of the player who will be cautioned, and then press OK to register. Press OK again to confirm the caution and then Home to return to the main screen. Note that the shirt numbers of the caution players are indicated on the main screen. If a player has been previously cautioned, Spintso indicates that the player should be sent off. When a second caution is given to a player, his shirt number disappears from the main screen.
Från två avslutande minuterna utav det här 2-2-derbyt på Grimsta mellan Brommapojkarna och AIK. Mutumba lyckas... Oj, oj, oj! Mutumba, det är rött kort det där direkt. Ja då, det är rött kort direkt. En brutal tackling mot Martin Mutumba. Domaren gick direkt till bakfickan och visar rött kort för den tacklingen och det är totalt odiskutabelt. Brutalt.
In the same way, you register a player who will be sent off. Select the relevant team, select the player's number, and scroll to the right to the icon of the red card. Here you also specify what kind of red card the player receives. Press OK to register and Home to return to the main screen. Remember that you can use the voice recorder function to record notes in connection with a sending off.
Ja, det är bra hemmalir nu. Det är tungt skott också! I mål! Pang säger det bara! När Imad Khalili skjuter upp sig själv i topp i popularitetstävling i Norrköping.
You register a goal in Spintso in a similar way as cautioned or sent off players. Press right or left to select the relevant team. Press the down arrow to select the goal scorer's number. Scroll right to the icon with a small football to register the goal. Then specify the type of goal scored. Register with the OK button and press Home to return to the main screen. On the main screen, you can see the current status of the game. On the row for each player in the team sheet, you can also see how many goals this player has scored in the match. Note that an own goal must always be recorded on the player who actually scored the own goal. Specify own goal in the menu, and Spintso will automatically award the goal to the opposing team.
Ja, visst blir det ett forwardsbyte. Dejan Dostlic ut, Viktor Prodell in.
When making substitutions, you register both players, one out and one in. In the same way as before, select the relevant team. Select the player. The icon for substitution is symbolized by two arrows. Players on the pitch are always identified with a green arrow and players on the bench with a grey arrow. When a player is substituted, his arrow turns red. To cancel registration in Spintso, select the relevant team, scroll to the icon on the far right. Press OK and then select the event you want to cancel. This registration is then taken away from the screen but is stored in the memory. Press Home to return to the main screen. Remember that the assistant referees or the fourth official can assist the referee to make all registrations if they have connected their units together via the Bluetooth function. All events, notes, are then sent to the other units in the logged in group. Spintso records the timing of all registrations during the match automatically. With the voice recorder function in your Spintso, you can record sounds around you and also record your own notes. When you press the record button, a red bar at the top of the display indicates that the recording function is on. After 30 seconds, the bar has reached the bottom and recording is stopped. From the exact second you press the record button, Spintso automatically stores the previous 30 seconds and the next 30 seconds. This function is especially useful if you are suddenly subjected to verbal abuse. You can record word for word what was said. You do not have to memorize and risk remembering incorrectly or not remembering everything when the incident is reported after the match. If you want to record a longer sequence, you can at any time press the record button to extend the recording. The red bar starts and counts down after a further 30 seconds. You may also want to save a dialogue with a player, official or other people in order to develop and improve your communicative skills. Then the voice recorder function is an excellent tool. The recorder is available from the moment you start your unit until you switch it off. Be sure to regularly empty the audio files and save them in the folder on your computer instead.